Hi again, it's Matthew from Matthew North Music here. Now today I'm going to do a very quick unboxing video, and this is kind of like a filler video because I know I haven't put much new stuff up lately on the channel, and that's because I've had my head in about 5 different projects, including a video editing project for something I'm doing with Mike Westbrook, and that's kind of taken up most of my time. Plus some of my electronics projects that I've been doing recently haven't gone quite too well, and eventually when the videos come out of those projects, you'll kind of get why. Anyway, today I'm talking about this. This is the deluxe box set of Brave by Marillion that came out a couple of years ago. Now, Brave, to me, I think is probably one of the better albums that Marillion have done in the Part 2 phase, or the Steve Hogarth era. And it's certainly the album I listened to the most of that era. And I've been trying to get hold of the deluxe CD box set that comes with the Blu-ray, because the thing I like most about the Marillion reissues have been the documentaries that come with the albums. They're really interesting, and the last one they did had a really great documentary in it, and I really like the packaging and everything on it, and the music was great too. But alas, I've not been able to find it. So before it goes out of print, because I think this is probably coming towards the end of its circulation now, I did bag myself a copy of Brave as a vinyl box set, so I thought I'd just give it a quick opening so you can have a little look and see what you get for your money. I guess I'm talking to 2 types of people that are going to be watching this video. There's going to be the Marillion diehards who already have this, and they're probably just interested in my comments on it, or indeed just because it's a video of Marillion in the title. And other people that might be interested in this are people that don't have it and want to know what you get. Now, the box itself is a nice solid looking box, and we'll just take a little look at the hype sticker. I always think hype stickers are quite interesting to see. And it says Marillion Brave 5 LP box set, features a new Steven Wilson real mix, and there's a live gig on there from somewhere in France, and it's got a 24-page booklet with lyrics, new artwork and new sleeve notes. And we'll just flip the box around and we'll see what's on the back. And it's fairly basic information. When it came out originally, Brave was mostly bought by people on CDs. It's quite a long album, and here they've split it up over 4 sides of vinyl, so it's 2 LPs. And then we'll tip down, and you can see here we've got a live gig, which is Live Las Cigales. I presume that's how you pronounce it. It's a famous old venue anyway where lots of live albums have been made. And that's taking up the other 3 albums. Anyhow, let's get this open. I've got a trusty plectrum here that I'm just going to use to take off the plastic on this one, because it just makes it easier. And we will remove that, and as ever I will cut out the hype sticker and I'll keep that inside the box. And let's open the top. And here we have our book. So this is the 24-page booklet that's advertised. It's fairly flexible. It's not a rigid book like we've been getting with the Beatles sets. But then again, comparing box sets, I'm always going to kind of compare it with the Beatles because there have been so many. But the Beatles really are the Rolls Royce of vinyl box set reissues. But anyway, this is still a nice booklet. And we open up, and we've got the start of our sleeve notes. There's some photos here. Looks like they're in some sort of castle. There's what looks like an Atari ST computer setup here that Mark Kelly's got. And yeah, looks like a nice place to record. More text. There's some more photographs here. Got a big mixing desk there, Steve Rothery. I think it's that Steve Rothery, looks like him. And various other photos. Must be band photo here. They were certainly looking a little younger there than they are now, but I mean this was, nearly 30 years ago. And now we've got the lyrics. More lyrics, more lyrics, more lyrics, more lyrics. And anything relating to the And here's all our sleeve notes and things. One thing I'm always curious about with these releases, and I think it goes with a lot of releases, is they might like put a full concert on the album, but there's never any photographs from that concert in the booklet. And you think any band that's having a live album recorded, because it's not like how it's done today, where you would routinely record every live performance you do, because it's just a case of, you know, plugging a laptop into the mixing desk and you get a multi-track feed of everything. But back then they would have had a proper sound truck and everything there to record the gig. You'd thought they'd have had a photographer there that would actually just, you know, shoot the gig as well. Anyway, this is the last page, and we've got some more photos, and that's our booklet. So yeah, nice little book there. Now, this is our first LP. Now, the sleeve is very thin. It's a very thin sleeve. In fact, it's an inner sleeve. It's not an actual album sleeve. So we will take our record out. Now, the LP is heavy vinyl. That is most definitely 180 gram vinyl. And yeah, it's got some writing on the run out, but it does come in this sleeve. Now I can't seem to see where it's manufactured. I can't. It's just got a number stamp there. Yeah, it doesn't say GZ or MPO on that, so I've got no idea whether this is manufactured. But is there anything else in there? No, I thought there might have been something else in there. But so our first LP just comes in this inner sleeve. There's no seam splits or damage, which is nice. And yeah, 2018 this actually came out. So it's quite a while ago now that this album was pressed. So it's quite surprising really that it's still in print, seeing this was such a well-regarded album at the time. Again, no seam splits or damage on this second sleeve. And again, the LP's nice heavy vinyl. In fact, almost feels heavier than the previous LP. But no, that's nice, good solid vinyl. So you can't complain about that. Although the only thing you would complain about is I wish these were polythene lined inner sleeves. In fact, I'd rather, in some ways, not have printed inner sleeves at all, and just have the records in nice, good quality polythene lined inner sleeves. Record 3, and this is live at La Cigales. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. 29th of April 1994. So yeah, a long time ago. I thought this album came out in 95, but obviously it was a bit earlier than that. And again, lovely, nice, heavy duty vinyl. No scratches, no marks, tiny little bit of dust. So, you know, sometimes with these LPs, you do need to give them a clean if they've just been kept in paper sleeves, because you get paper residue and paper dust and things on them, which you wouldn't have got if they're in polylines. 2 more records then, we may as well look at these. Again, the artwork's exactly the same on the front, just with track titles on the back. And again, static's holding this one in again. But yeah, that record's absolutely fine. And here's our last disc. Again, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a nice piece of vinyl. So I'm gonna hedge my bets, but we don't seem to have any kind of. It just says made in the EU. I'm going to take a punt that this, if it's going to be made in one of the 2 main pressing plants, I'm going to hunch that it's more likely to have been pressed at MPO in Germany than it would be at GZ in the Czech Republic. That's my gut feeling anyway. Anyway, this is what we've got. We've got 5 LPs, all heavy duty vinyl, and I can't find fault with it. The vinyl looks pristine. We've got a nice informative booklet, and it comes in a nice solid box. And you can pick this up at the moment for round about £60. How long that's going to stay at that price, I don't know. I believe it was slightly more expensive. It has been more expensive in the past. Like I said, I bought that for £60 shipped, and I think it's not bad value for money at all. So if you are looking for a copy of Brave on vinyl, then I think it'd be good to get this. Well, it's the only way you can get it anyway. This is the only release. But what I mean is, chances are, if this goes out of print and they do another run, depending on who's behind it, it might get pressed somewhere else. And if it gets pressed somewhere else, like GZ, then it might not be as good. We don't know, got no idea. But if you want Brave on vinyl and you've been thinking about it, then I would say go for it, because it's a really nice, decent package. Anyway, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.